It's now my great honor to share a little bit of Torah in this space and to take us to our Torah portion for this week, Miketz, which is right here at the end of the book of Genesis. So here in Miketz, we're getting through Joseph's family story. Joseph now has been in Egypt for a while, has been in this portion able to hear Pharaoh's dreams and interpret them. And so, because there's so many dreams in Joseph's story, Jewish tradition learns a tremendous amount about dreams from them. In fact, from this story, the rabbis offer proof that a dream dreamed is still valid, can still come true 22 years after it happened. For that's the way it is for Joseph. Joseph dreams the dream of his brothers bowing down to him, and 22 years later, it's fulfilled. And I want you to think for a moment there that for the ancients, in that time, 22 years, that's a third, generously, probably half of a lifetime. I want you to think about that for a moment, that a dream has a power, according to our rabbis, that can influence your life, that can be proven true for half of a lifetime. This week, it's all about those powerful dreams. Last week, we heard the dreams of the baker and the cupbearer as Joseph was in prison. And this week, we hear Pharaoh's dreams, the dreams that once interpreted will save a nation. And often we give Joseph a lot of credit for interpreting these dreams, this power, this wisdom that he seems to have. But if you look at it a little bit more closely, and according to Rabbi Sachs, as he points out, the interpretations that Joseph offers, both of the baker and the cupbearer's dreams, of Pharaoh's dreams, they're pretty basic. They're pretty easy to figure out. Right? When Joseph is sitting there with the baker and cupbearer, it's known that the Pharaoh's birthday was in 3 days' time. And if you remember, 3 days' time, that was a big, important part of both of those dreams. And it was also well known in the ancient world that when a pharaoh, when an emperor, when a king had a birthday, that was often a day of great big celebrations and a day in which many people's what would happen to them, whether they were going to live or die, their punishment, their judgment would be decided on that day, on the king's birthday. And so no surprise that as Joseph listens to these two dreams and knows about the Pharaoh's birthday in a few days, that he puts 2 and 2 together and gives an interpretation of their dreams. Same thing for Pharaoh's dreams. It turns out that historically there was a number of famines that came before Joseph showed up in Egypt, one of the most famous of them being one that lasted for 7 years. And so knowing the recent history of famines and that they lasted for 7 years, and then hearing Pharaoh's dream, it was easy to put 2 and 2 together and interpret the dream. So interpreting dreams here is just paying attention. It's understanding the context. It's being willing to offer that basic understanding. And that clearly can't be where Joseph's power comes from. What is powerful in what Joseph does is not the move to offer a warning, to interpret the dream and say, I hear that you're stressed, and it's clear that this is what you're stressed about. But rather, the power in what Joseph does is in taking the dream seriously, in immediately offering the person a response, a plan for how to respond to their stress and move forward together. Many will say that we've been living in a dream state these past 9 months or so, and that we will continue for quite some time still. Now, we are somewhere between deja vu, a dream, and maybe even a nightmare. We live currently in a world focused not on the now, but on what could be. Hopefully, someday. And in this moment of dreaming, we must ask, will this current nightmare and the worldwide response of love and light it has engendered lead to a generation of Josephs who not only listen to dreams, but interpret and, more importantly, make plans based on those dreams? What would it look like for us, for our world, to take our dreams seriously and to plan for them? What dreams have we had that have not yet come to fruition? that are waiting half a lifetime? Can we make them come true together? In order to bring this to a close, in order to offer somewhat of an answer, I turn to the wisdom of Rabbi Sacks. Rabbi Sacks says, in this age of artificial intelligence, people sometimes ask me, what makes us human? And I reply, the ability to dream. We have the unique capacity to imagine a future different from the present and to act to bring it about. From Joseph in the Bible, who dreamed dreams and interpreted the dreams of others, to Martin Luther King Jr., whose greatest speech was, I have a dream, heroes of the human spirit have taken dreams seriously and used them to widen our horizons of possibility. The prophet Joel foresaw a time when your old people will dream dreams and your young will see visions. The ability to dream and the gift of finding people who help us realize our dreams are what liberate us from the prison of fate. So never take dreams lightly. They are a route from the depressing world that is to the hopeful world that might yet be. So listening to these words of Rabbi Sacks, thinking about Joseph on this journey as he goes and he not only listens to dreams, not only interprets them, but offers a response, takes them seriously, doesn't brush them off and say, that's just a dream, no big deal. He listens to the stress behind and offers a solution moving forward. So for us, after this year of being stuck in this dream, let us not now, with a vaccine on the horizon, start to take our dreams lightly. The energy we have been gifted at this time, the thoughts that have both blessed and cursed our moments these past 9 months, let us understand that this period of dreaming is our route from this depressing world that is to the hopeful world that I know will be, if only we, like Joseph, take our dreams seriously. Good Shabbos.
Shalom. And Yasher Koach, Rabbi David, thank you for those very powerful and appropriate words.
Bruchat. So we now